Please take your seats. The procession will begin in 5 minutes. Please take your seats. The procession will begin in 3 minutes. Welcome to Westchester University. Please rise as we welcome the graduating class of 2026.
Please remain standing. Good afternoon and welcome to the Spring 2026 Commencement Ceremony at Westchester University. My name is Evan Leach and I proudly serve as Dean of the College of Business and Public Management. On behalf of everyone you see on the platform, we welcome you to this important and celebratory event. To begin our ceremony, Megan Flanagan, class of 2026 from the Wells School of Music, will lead us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This afternoon's ceremony recognizes graduates of the College of Business and Public Management who have earned bachelor's degrees in criminal justice, economics and finance, international business, management, and supply chain management. Through your degree, you have developed critical thinking and communication skills, knowledge, and creativity. You have developed confidence in your ability to work with others who are different from you and to think through arguments with rigor, but also with empathy. Skills that will serve you well in your careers, your personal lives, and in your capacity to shape a better future and benefit others. The skills and competencies that you've developed as you've studied for your degree and the hours that you've spent on this campus will help you continue to learn and grow throughout your life. As we celebrate today, we would like to recognize our entire community of educators. That is, our platform party, faculty, staff, and administrators, whether current or retired, everyone who has helped shape your success. These individuals have all played a key role in your journey here at Westchester University. And as you take this next step in your life and face new challenges, you'll be reminded of those individuals who pushed you and inspired you, both inside and outside the classroom. You will remember this community that helped you grow and think and see different points of view. Will all the members of our community of educators please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Today we honor our graduates, but we know that every member of this class has enjoyed the support of some very special people in their lives. Now I would like to offer the graduates a moment to express their appreciation to their families and friends, be they present with us today or not, who have provided help and support along the way. Will the families and friends of the graduates please rise as you are able so that you can receive the thanks that you so richly deserve. Please be seated. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Provost of Westchester University, Dr. Josh Auld.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Spring 2026 Commencement Ceremony. I'm delighted to welcome our honored guests, families, friends, alumni, faculty, and staff, and most especially the remarkable graduates of our class of 2026. Now, before I proceed, I want to pause and recognize another special group of people among us. Today's Mother's Day, and mothers should be recognized 365 days of the year, but we set aside one special day where we make an extra special effort. So to all the mothers in the room and the mothers in our hearts, be they grandmothers, mothers-in-law, surrogate mothers, stepmothers, any other family arrangement, you do amazing, often unseen and unrecognized work. So on behalf of all of us, please accept our collective recognition and gratitude. Thank you. All right, graduates, take a moment to look around you. I really mean it. I don't know if it's clocking to you, but this is low-key it. You're standing on business now. This is what achievement really looks like. Years of discipline, resilience, curiosity, and persistence made visible. Today is not simply a ceremony. It's a moment that affirms your effort matters, your ideas matter, and your future matters. But as significant as your individual accomplishments are, none of you arrived at this day alone. You were supported by people who believed in you when the path got difficult, who pushed you when you were tempted to coast, and who recognized your potential before you fully realized it yourself. And because you were lifted, you now carry with you an obligation, not a burden, but an opportunity to lift others in return. Our university's mission calls us to prepare graduates who succeed personally and professionally and contribute to the common good. That last phrase is essential. The world does not merely need capable people. It needs people who understand that talent carries responsibility and that success finds its deepest meaning when it's connected to purpose. That kind of purpose requires courage. Courage is what you need to lead. Leadership, I think, is best thought of as helping others be able to demonstrate their excellence. Mark Twain offered this deceptively simple advice. Do the right thing. It'll gratify some people and astonish the rest. That line sometimes gets a laugh, but it also gets at something true. Doing the right thing is rarely the easiest thing. It often requires judgment, integrity, and the willingness to stand firm when certainty is in short supply. Courage, after all, is not dramatic or loud. More often, it shows up in small, consistent choices. Speaking honestly, acting fairly, showing compassion when it would be easier to look away. And over time, those choices shape not only your character, but the communities and institutions that you touch. When you lead with courage and principle, you strengthen teams, you elevate conversations, and you make progress possible. You become the kind of person that people trust, not because you're flawless, but because you're committed to doing what's right. Like Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings, or Wonder Woman, or Jed Bartlett or C.J. Craig from The West Wing, or maybe Dr. Robbie from The Pit. Each defined not by limitless energy, but by visible fatigue, strain, and constraint. And yet they remain grounded in judgment, care, and purpose. These examples do underscore an essential leadership truth. That's that self-care is essential. You can't pour from an empty vessel. Graduates, the world is complex, demanding, and very much unfinished. It needs people who can think clearly, act ethically, and engage generously with those that see things differently. You're ready for that responsibility, and the world is better for your readiness. And finally, I want to call attention to something that might be hiding in full view. We call this ceremony commencement for a reason. While it might feel like an ending, like the culmination of years of effort, it is, by definition, a beginning. Today marks the start of new challenges, new questions, and new opportunities to put your learning into action. Wherever you go next, carry with you not only what you have learned here, but a sense of responsibility for how you will use it. Your work is just beginning, and there is no doubt that what you will commence next will matter. So congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Auld. It is now my pleasure to introduce Madeline Hildick, who will present greetings on behalf of the class of 2026.
Hello, family, friends, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates. Thank you for joining us here today in the celebration of the College of Business and Public Management's class of 2026. I stand here today honored to speak on behalf of myself and my fellow graduates. To the family, friends, and professors that helped us get here today, thank you so much. Coming to WCU was one of the scariest and best decisions I ever made. I'm from mid-state Delaware, where a majority of my high school class went to in-state schools. I, however, took the risk and came here to Westchester University, a place where I wouldn't know anyone, but had the chance to go outside of my box. I came in as a business management major because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Then, in our first year experience course, making our 4-year plans, I decided that there's a lot more opportunities that the business college has to offer. Instead of sticking with just one major, I decided to pursue a dual degree in business management and marketing with minors in digital marketing and sustainability. Becoming a double major, double minor allowed me to learn a plethora of information that would help me to become an incredible professional, and not only that, but become a better person in my community. This was just the foundation of what I would become while at WCU. Looking back over the past 4 years, I realized I spent a lot of my time striving to be the best and hoping that it was enough. I've served on the Women in Business Executive Board for the past 3 years, first as secretary and now as vice president. I was inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma International Business Honor Society and Mu Kappa Tau National Honor Society. Every fall semester, I spent 4 days a week with the incomparable Golden Rams Marching Band as a color guard member, and this past fall as a captain. Through this, despite all this commitment and time, I still probably wouldn't have believed you if I would be the one standing here today. My parents and professors, however, would have believed you with no doubt in their mind. Even if I didn't think I was surpassing certain goals or meeting expectations, they were there, cheering me on. And I'm sure to say that's true for many of my fellow graduates who have had the support of their advisors and professors throughout their journey, even if they felt like they were failing. They believed in you and knew that you would walk across this stage here today. So look back at these last few years here and acknowledge the accomplishments you've made and know that you've done enough. Know that you've made an impact whether you realize it or not. Know that you've done the work, made the memories, and have earned this moment. Imposter syndrome is a battle we're going to continue to fight over the next few years. So no matter what your plans are post-grad, I want to leave you with this. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. Now I'm going to ask you to do what Steve Jobs told Stanford's class of 2005 when he said this. Look back at your time at WCU and acknowledge the memories you've made and accomplishments that have gotten to you this place, and know that your dots are somehow going to connect in the future. My dots connected me to WCU and the person I am today. They led me to the experiences that would lead to me making my best friends and also the future I'm going to have outside of college. Your dots led you here, so is time to absorb it all, soak up these last few moments, and move forward with pride. Congratulations, Golden Rams.
Thank you, Madeline, for your inspiring words. I would now like to introduce the Westchester University Brass Ensemble, conducted by Hannah Morrison.
Thank you, Dr. Morrison, and thank you to all our student musicians. I would now like to call to the stage Cadet Theodore Huffnagel, who, in addition to graduating today, is a member of the Army Reserve Officers Training Corps and will complete his major requirements this summer at Cadet Summer Training. Upon completion, he will be commissioned as an officer in the United States Army. This cadet has chosen to serve his country and will soon complete the final step toward earning his commission. I also welcome to the stage Sergeant First Class Charles Kohut. Cadet Huffnagel has demonstrated a strong commitment to service and leadership. On behalf of the university, we recognize his accomplishments today and look forward to his future as a commissioned officer. The President of the United States has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Theodore Huffnagel. Upon successful completion of all mandated commissioning requirements, he will be appointed to the grade of Second Lieutenant in the United States Army. Members of this amazing group of supporters, please join me in a round of applause as we recognize Cadet Huffnagel and wish him the best of luck as he completes his training and prepares to join the ranks of the United States Army. Thank you. I'm happy to announce that today's ceremony is being photographed by professional photographers who will take pictures of the graduates as they come to the stage to receive their diploma covers. These photographs will be made available to the graduates' families and friends. We ask that you refrain, therefore, from taking personal photographs, except, of course, from your seats. I now call on Dean Leach to present the degree candidates.
Will everyone receiving a baccalaureate degree today please rise? And that is all of you. Provost Auld, I am pleased to certify that the members of the class of 2026 have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees which this university awards in their particular fields of study and are recommended to you by the faculty of Westchester University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees to which you are entitled. Congratulations.
Graduates, you may be seated until your row is called forward. Marshals, please escort the candidates forward to receive the symbolic presentation of their degrees.
The first name we are calling today is for a student who could not be present with us, but is watching from home.
Amir Watson, cum laude. Madeline Elizabeth Hildig, summa cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Zahorchak, magna cum laude. Gianna Nicole Capone, cum laude. Eric Sebastian Amarine, summa cum laude. Jacob Michael Kratzel, magna cum laude. John Michael Pergine, Jr. Adam Keith Pasquale, cum laude. Michaela Ray Pinelli, cum laude. Maeve Curie McWilliams. Zoe Antoinette Altamuro. Tyler Jacob Cute. Christopher Michael McLaughlin. Tyler Scott Fisher. Michael J. Keefe. Ted Huffnagel. Dane Hagan, cum laude. Jack William Reese. Patrick Robert McKinney, magna cum laude. Lacey Elizabeth Brown, summa cum laude. Zoe Parker Haynes, magna cum laude. Gianna Grace Smith, cum laude. Taylor Bell Fries, summa cum laude. Jordan Nicole Rosenberger, cum laude. John K. Dunyan. Ryan J. DeHaven, magna cum laude. Natalie Goldsmith, summa cum laude. F.A. Daniel Wuljai, cum laude. Thomas A. Mangioi.
Madeline Che Edinger. Kara Isabel Stewart.
Alana Marie Mandato, summa cum laude. Alyssa Hoban, cum laude. Erlisa Mavrai, cum laude. Juliana Boland, cum laude. Ethan C. Ramos, cum laude. Lauren E. Baker. Anya Nicole Catoni, magna cum laude. Amanda Leanne Marquis, summa cum laude. Carolyn Leslie Greenwald, summa cum laude. Marla Vogt, summa cum laude. Mason Swimuller Klein, summa cum laude. Trent Valle. Nicholas John Messina, cum laude. John Anthony Caravella, cum laude. Matthew Anthony Morris, magna cum laude. Dominic Antonio Jurado, cum laude. Eric Michael Eisenhart, magna cum laude. Joseph Aaron Guzemski, cum laude. Maxwell Brown. Austin James Breslin. Nolan Robert Scheid, cum laude. Ashley Ann Sparks. Olivia Rose Ferraro, magna cum laude. Hayden Nicholas Agurto. Sean Patrick Perry, summa cum laude. Mekhi Isaiah Ross. Dylan Anderson Rahat. Lena Petra Dominguez, summa cum laude. Raven Deshawn Davies, cum laude. Jessica Hope Youngblood. Taylor Johnson. Isabel Aimee Brumbaugh. Shawnee Katia Veronica Weston, summa cum laude. Manaya Arjane Pitts, magna cum laude. Amaya T. Coleman, magna cum laude. Victoria Olivia Pungello, summa cum laude. Taylor Marie Brawning, summa cum laude. Ashlyn Kylie Reese, summa cum laude. Barbara Isabella Tercy, summa cum laude. Caitlin A. Sheehan, summa cum laude. Jocelyn Elena Demedio, magna cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Altimus, magna cum laude. Samantha Boyd Strasbaugh.
Regan Olivia Shemley.
Liam Otto Fickus, magna cum laude. Christian Yuki Odoy, summa cum laude. Matthew W. Germain, magna cum laude. Bushra Qureshi. Shayla Marie Snow. Ava Galloway, cum laude. Allison Marie Davish, cum laude.
Alexa Abenizio.
Gregory John O'Neill. Chris Kyriakis. George Demetrius Pappas. Kolosh El Nagi, summa cum laude. Brandon Zachary Burke, magna cum laude. Audrey Patton. Carson Lee Johnson. Rachel C. Metz. Camille Juliet Viala, summa cum laude. Yareli Ortiz Castañeda. Maeve Mary Allison, cum laude. Sophia Irene Feliciano. Anthony Joseph Forgasic, magna cum laude. Ava Margaret Whitman, cum laude. Alexandra Rose Sedano, summa cum laude. Isabella Alice Barkanic. Samantha Rose Bajer, summa cum laude. Julia Mary Wiskoski, cum laude. Jacob S. Volpe, summa cum laude. Matthew John Volpe, summa cum laude. Michael Evan Volpe, summa cum laude. Yana Durda, magna cum laude. Emma Marie Hawes, magna cum laude. Aidan William Keene, summa cum laude. Arya Dakal, summa cum laude. Nicholas James Allaborn. Austin Donald Rutherford. John Timothy Corson. Luke M. Boyd. Nix M. Verano, magna cum laude.
Otto Leidenbach.
Noah Thomas Lamy. Julia Marie Miller, magna cum laude. Nev Elizabeth Morio, magna cum laude. Catherine Lee Perry, magna cum laude. Natalie Grace Patterson, summa cum laude. Abigail Carol Marie Sklenerick, summa cum laude. Brianna Elizabeth Dunn. Tyler M. Gamma, cum laude.
Austin Max Roman.
Matthew Francis McHutchison. Julian Nathan Jones. Justin Thomas Mapp. Oluwatomike Osabu, summa cum laude. Aziel Nicholas Perezli. Kamani Anderson. Solomon Oluwaseyi Bodi, cum laude. Matthew Raphael Lizardi. Donovan Michael Aline Jones, summa cum laude. Ricardo Delgado.
Jake Daniel Phipps.
Kayla Noel Brown. Jayla Zari Vecchione, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Alexis Easterling. Jana Chandler, cum laude. Janaya Danae Collins.
Jaisha Ortiz.
Michael John Massa Jr., magna cum laude. Gianna Daly, summa cum laude. Catherine Ann Meyer. Amy Mihan Nguyen, magna cum laude. Jacob Cole Gibson. Aidan Thomas Schmidt, cum laude. Darren Keith Miller.
Christian Swarzeski.
Matthew David Hartley, cum laude. Christopher Luke Carato. Anthony Francesco Davoli, summa cum laude. Rocco Santamaria IV, cum laude. Dylan Joseph Logue. Gavin Richard Tarity. Tyler Ryan Carter. Logan Lynn Myers. Trey Perez. Andrew Robert Worthman Jr., cum laude. Kobe Todd Mattis. Nicholas Robert Impriano. Evan Andrew Veras, cum laude. Shaliam Montalvo. Danielle Deloire, summa cum laude. Chase Patrick Hildebrand, magna cum laude. Daniel H. Miller, magna cum laude. Erica Xingling Chi, magna cum laude. Victoria Maria Valerio, summa cum laude. Daniel Joseph McGuire, summa cum laude. Mark Raymond Morfeld, magna cum laude. Lainey Elizabeth Goldberger, cum laude. Alina Valerie Lisnikova, magna cum laude. Emily Marie Beck, magna cum laude. Alexandra Kedrosky. Mackenzie Marie Beamer, cum laude. Grace Marie Guichetot. Hannah Marie Hood. Grace Lyndon Noonan, summa cum laude. Gage Grant Milam. William Samuel Babb, summa cum laude. Colin Matthew Mahalik, magna cum laude. Dylan Brandon Labanowski, magna cum laude. Christopher Matthew Quigley. Christopher Mason Wittenberg, magna cum laude. Ryan Joseph Hunt, magna cum laude. Mason Jerome Metlowski, magna cum laude. James Michael Goulardi, cum laude. Christian James Caccioni, cum laude. Eric William Yako. Tyler Joseph Allenson, magna cum laude. Michael Staley, magna cum laude. Colin Michael Christian Sr. Ashton Jaden Lacey Barnes. Bennett Michael Cashdollar. Samuel Max Bevington. Emily Falletta. Alicia Rose Williams, cum laude. Vanessa Wynn. Kaylee Ann Webb, cum laude. Andrew John Riley. Maya Shiana West. William Paul Studley, summa cum laude. William Michael Takis, magna cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Barber, magna cum laude. Olivia Taryn Schleeper, summa cum laude. Ariana Kai Williams, summa cum laude. Jared Michael Bailey, cum laude. Kyle Joseph Islib, magna cum laude. Jack Joseph Gallagher.
Chase O'Shea.
Alexander Francis Tumalo. Stephen Hoyt Reidenauer, magna cum laude. Ryan William Peters. Christian Daniel Eichenlaub, magna cum laude. Nicholas C. Beyer. Hunter T. LaFountain. Lisbeth Cervantes Rivera. Darby A. Bicking, summa cum laude. Jake Michael Blell. Ryan Lee Sidlick, cum laude. Julia Durso, summa cum laude. Riley Elizabeth Nelson, summa cum laude. Diani Ruiz. Colin Kurdeman, cum laude. Ryan Glenn Latham. Daniel Christopher Costner, summa cum laude. Julian Daniel Wilt. Bernard James Lynch, summa cum laude. Gavin Nazareth Boggs. Gavin James Towell, magna cum laude. Sean Britton, magna cum laude. Anthony J. Johnson, summa cum laude. Caleb Lucas John McCartney, magna cum laude. Thomas Francis Busfield. Ben Charles Smith, cum laude. Molly Elizabeth Greger, magna cum laude. Margaret R. McGlynn. Morgan Olivia Freed, cum laude. Ryan Scott Bogle, cum laude. Victor John Momini, magna cum laude. Margot Elizabeth Solis. Jennifer Marie Roman, summa cum laude. Diego Armando Miralles. Tyler J. Doherty, cum laude. Brianna Mills. Natanya Nadia Isaias. Isaiah Oduro. Liam Harris McDonald. Thomas Sullivan Penrod. Joe Anthony LaGreca, cum laude. Douglas Martin O'Rourke, cum laude. Freddie Aguilar Aguilar.
Oh, okay.
Gavin Ulysses Thompson. William Alexander Bernhardt. Jacob T. Herzog. Kayla Nicole Stokesbury, cum laude. Morgan Marie Davis, magna cum laude. Madison Grace Rausch. Ethan Philip Frankel. Rachel Alexis Responti, magna cum laude. Kylie Jan Peters. Isabella Rose DeStefano, magna cum laude. Nora Elizabeth Kennedy, summa cum laude. Caitlin Tance, summa cum laude. Siani Zamira Stith. James Dalton DiTomasi, magna cum laude. Daniel Corcoran, summa cum laude.
Layla Rochelle Blackstone.
Mary Elizabeth Rubino, cum laude. Madeline Suzanne Scholl, cum laude. Francis Radano IV, magna cum laude. Sarah Lee. Madeline Ann Fort. Jacob Thomas Dobrovolsky, magna cum laude. Jared Thomas Aller. David Martin Burnshaw. Ian Nicholas Zanak. Maxwell Hunt Walker. Robert Emmett McGuire. William Blaze Forseen III. Timothy P. Kerstetter, magna cum laude. Michael Anthony Graciano. Quinn O'Neill McMullen, summa cum laude. Aidan Amonto, cum laude. Reagan Lynn Monteith. Nathan Carpenter Warner. Kyle Joseph Cubitt. Annie Dorval. Quinn Moody, cum laude. Gavin Vincent Stock. Savannah Dean Fouch, cum laude. Lily Marie Hulbert, cum laude. Anastasia Malia Garamoni. Alice Grace Verna. Madeline Elizabeth Collins, summa cum laude. Luke David Capitola, cum laude. Dominic Michael Wagner, magna cum laude. Jenna Nicole Crummell, cum laude. Diamond I. Alston. Mohammed Khaneh, cum laude.
Congratulations to the class of 2026. I would now like to welcome back Madeline Hildick, class of 2026, to the podium to lead the tasseling ceremony.
Baccalaureate degree recipients, please stand. The movement of the tassel from the right side to the left side of the mortarboard signifies that a student has successfully met the curriculum requirements and has earned an undergraduate degree. Therefore, in symbolic recognition of your receipt of your degree, I ask you to now transfer your tassel from the right side to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Thank you, Madeline. It is my pleasure to introduce WCU Alumni Association President Emeritus Joe Keenley, class of 72 and 74, who will present greetings from the Alumni Association.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Leach. Welcome, new graduates, your families and friends. And congratulations to the graduating Golden Ram alumni for 2026. First, I would like to thank and wish all the mothers in the audience a very happy and peaceful Mother's Day. Parents, you have played a huge role in your children's success, and what a way for them to thank you today. Graduation. Graduates, after today, you will go from WCU student to WCU alumni. And I'd like to extend a warm welcome to your Alumni Association. We, the students, past, present, and future, make up 140,000 strong alumni association spanning all states and 60 countries around the world. You should be proud. As you leave here today, you take with you a spirit of Westchester University Golden Rams, a spirit of excellence, of camaraderie, and of service to others. Continue to cherish the memories you have created, the lessons you have learned, and the forever friendships for the rest of your life. And never forget that through the maze of life, you will always be an unbreakable bond of your alma mater. So I have a brief commercial. The Alumni Association, 18 members, board of directors. You all are eligible for that board of directors should you find you would like to continue to be involved in your university. So, as we leave here today, I remind you of two save the dates. One, homecoming, fall, September 25 to 27. It's a university event, football, family-friendly events. Save the date. The second is Alumni Weekend. Hundreds and hundreds of alumni return to campus for various activities. April 23rd and April 25. In closing, life is short. Play hard. Rams up.
Before we conclude today's celebration, I want to take a moment on behalf of the university to recognize a very special person, an institution at this institution. And she has no idea I'm about to do this. She's serving in this ceremony as one of our Grand Marshals, a role that she's played since 1976. meaning this marks an extraordinary 50 years of service to Westchester University. Would you please join me in welcoming Sandy Mather? Sandy Pritchard Mather's story is integral to the story of Westchester University as we know it today. An alumna of this institution from when it was called Westchester State College, earning degrees in 1964 and 1968, she has continuously given back as both an educator and a scholar, but moreover through her time and influence. She earned her PhD in 1982 and taught for years as a faculty member. She retired as professor of geology and astronomy, and in addition to being awarded emeritus status, she is also a recipient of the Dean's Award, the President's Award, and the President's Medallion for Service. She was recently recognized as one of Westchester University's 150 most influential women. Sandy's legacy is visible across campus in the students whose lives she has changed through the Endowment for Earth and Space Science, and quite literally in the Mather Planetarium, which is a constant reminder of her belief in curiosity, discovery, and opportunity. Through her philanthropy and service, she has helped ensure that future generations can look further, think bigger, and aim higher. Dr. Mather, on behalf of the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and of Westchester University, thank you for your years of dedication, leadership, and love for this institution. We are profoundly grateful and we're honored to celebrate you today. Thank you for keeping us in line, both figuratively and literally.
Thus ends our spring commencement. We wish to extend to all the graduates and their families our heartiest congratulations. Please rise and join us in singing the first verse of our alma mater. The words are found on page 2 of your program. Megan Flanagan, class of 2026 from the Wells School of Music, will lead us. At the conclusion of the alma mater, please remain standing until the platform party has recessed.
Westchester, hail, all hail, noble and strong. To thee we